Hello and welcome. Right, we are tucking in to what is going to be coming between now and the start of March. So happy Pokemon Week to everybody, because obviously we know that the Pokemon sets are going to be released. That can go off. So what is happening between now and the 1st of March? There's loads and loads of sets on the LEGO website. And I'm trying to put two and two together with regards to what is with who, what, and where. Now, there's a poll running as per normal. If you could change one thing about Lego sets, what would it be? Do you want more colourful bricks or different bricks? Anything along the brick line? Different box artwork? The instructions to reintroduce the history of the sets, or a brand new theme? So let me know. Right. Good evening to Reese. Good evening, Ultra Bricks. Hopefully everybody is okay. And we will tuck into this. So if you like the video already, thank you very much indeed. We will be on for an hour or so, more than likely, tucking into all of this. Now, I'll let the notifications go out. It takes ages for round 2 for the notifications to go out. But Reese says there's a Lion Knights cast on Debenhams for 449 at the minute. For anyone that's looking, a couple of retired sets there too. So yeah, Debenhams seem to have some bits and pieces on the website, as does Sports Direct and places. John Lewis seems to be the stronger place to go to at the moment for different bits and pieces. So we're just going to go through these sets and basically put two and two together of when they're coming out, because some of these sets have been added for April. There's pages of these things, because we were talking about it in the live stream before. There's so many things that are on a back order at the moment, but I think that it's because of all these stuff that they're going to be introducing. Now, this is coming on the 1st of April, so we don't need to, well, we will. I was going to say we don't need to look at these, but we can, because you can see you've got all of the different characters that are coming. But it is just going to be a case of trying to put two and two together of what it is. So if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, I think you've got a few sets to come in April. Now, if you are wondering why I keep looking to my right-hand side, Pumpkin refused to come in before, and then she ran off, and I'm just waiting for her to start knocking at the door so I can run up and let her in, because she's been a right little swine. With regards to this, is anybody a Brickheads fan? Does anybody want anything regarding Brickheads? Old Bricks, good evening to you. Very tempted to get a second Viking Village. If it go, I think so with John Lewis. I don't know if they're going to go on offer. I don't know if they will go on offer at John Lewis, because they now know that they seem to be buying all the retired stock. It was those in Argos, and John Lewis has the Viking River. I mean, they got the set in for £99, didn't they? So the day that set came out, it was £99, and they all of their sets now that have retired have just gone back up to full price. They've never ever sold those prices. Well, never sold those sets at those prices, and now all of a sudden, well, they basically got the whole market. They've cornered the market a bit like what Ryan's been doing with the Oompa Loompas, by the sounds of it. But yes, I know these are coming in April, but I am just waiting for the notifications to go out, and then we can start tucking into the sets. Do you like the box artwork on that? We can start tucking into all of the sets that are coming on the 1st of March, because there's a lot of them. So you've got all the Smart Play stuff, for example. That's coming on the 1st of March. So March is a big month for the Lego group, by the looks of it, with all sorts of different bits and pieces that are coming. This is on the March. So here we go. We are January, March. So 4th of March. So early inside is on the 1st. Don't think there's an exclusive giveaway. So this is the first one. So this has been up there for a little while. If you are an art fan, this is going to be one for you. All of the others seem to be selling very, very well as well. What has Reese done? Reese! You're a madman. Thank you very, very much indeed. That will go into the Willy Wonka fund, or probably to go towards the Pokemon fund. So we've had a super chat from Reese early on. Massively, massively appreciate that. Thank you very, very much indeed. But yes, we will just be putting those two bits and pieces together, and just seeing if there's anything that you want to be getting. Because don't forget, if you have got an Insider's account, you can then obviously get these on the 1st. You can basically walk into store and pick them up anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. But with these sorts of sets, the part usage is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Right, there we go. Hang on. That's what I was trying to do. Wouldn't let me load it. So have I liked it? Can I do, what am I doing? Yes, I have. Yes, good. Thank you very much indeed, Reese. Thank you very, very much indeed. Yes, so if you want this set, it's there for you. with regards to part uses. You can see they've got all the mints, you've got the pinks, you've got the all sorts of the other little bits and pieces that are on there. It does look very, very effective if you want this as a set. 16 inches wide, so it's base plate and a half in width, and then your 2 base plates tall. So it's going to take up a lot of space. And they are now doing all this sort of 3D effect, aren't they? With like all the bridges and everything. So there you go. That's what it looks like in hand. It's a big old picture. So you're going to have to make sure that you can hook that up onto the wall, okay? And because my artwork for Arkham, it's the same as these. So as long as you've got the right screw head, it just slots straight on, and it's absolutely fine, and it's not going to fall off. No, thank you, Reese. No, I do massively appreciate it. It will literally go straight back into the channel. It will help fund other little bits and pieces. So no, thank you very, very much indeed. But yes, there is a lot of elements in this one, because if you can see that you've got all of the nice little colours, but then you've got the new little petals, you've got the Ninjago green sort of swords being used as well, and then you've got all the different bits and pieces on the bridge. So if you actually start to pay attention to these, they do look very, very effective indeed. Everybody's taking part in the poll, like the video. Thank you again. Of course, that helped with the algorithm of absolutely everything. But yes, is this on anybody's list? Is anybody an art fan? Because I know Sean is after the Mona Lisa, and there we have all of the sort of paint trays and all of the other little bits and pieces. That is a carrot element that is being used in lilac-y purple, and you've got the white frogs. So there's all sorts of stuff going on with this one with regards to all of the part usage on there. You do start to zoom in and pay attention to all of the lily pads and things at the top. Loads and loads of recolors. They have maybe a load of butterflies on there as well. So there is a lot going on with this. It's something that I would never get, obviously, because I've got no taste in anything like that. But you can see what it looks like side by side to the actual painting. And I'm assuming it is a rather famous painting as well. But again, I can't give you much history on that. So I'm not even going to attempt. Reese says, I've considered the Cherry Blossom art set. Not sure about the others. Yeah, the Cherry Blossom art set sold out in straight away. Welcome back, Jane. Welcome back. How have you has everybody digested their food, by the way? Because I literally came down from the loft. I have chased Pumpkin around. I sat down, made the next live up, and I've just sat down. So I've not had anything. I've managed to get myself a glass of water. That is it. That is my dinner so far this evening. The Van Gogh. Nice. Yeah, because the Van Gogh came with the minifigure, didn't it? That came with the minifigure. So yeah, the talks of the lasagna for Reese, winding Reese up. Now I'm thinking, I would have liked Reese's lasagna, to be honest, because even if it was sloppy, I just want some sort of food now. Right, tucking in and carrying on. Right, of course. Is this coming? It is. 1st of March. What a set this. What a beautiful looking thing this is. This is going to sell very, very, very well. And people are saying that these are actually prints rather than stickers on the side, which doesn't surprise me. There'd be stickers over here, so you can see all the way to 0, and there'll be some stickers at the front of the actual ship as well, so you can see around there. You've got sticker, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers, so plenty of them. But everybody's saying that these are prints, which is a pretty cool thing. Now, like I said, I've got the train. They've done plenty of these. It's nothing new. Their collaboration. It's a Danish company, so you know if they transport their stuff on these ships, they're also going to help promote and do some sort of multi-million pound deal. I still can't see her. I'm just waiting for her to knock on the door. But yeah, it's a nice thing. I think there's a few people that are after this, I do believe. But yeah, that does look like it is prints. So yeah, there we go. So I thought Reese was in. There we go. Lego King, how are we? Good evening to you. Good evening to Jane. Good evening, Reese. Yeah, it takes a while for the notifications to go back out. Might have some Lego food on board, maybe. I might struggle with the shipping container on this one, but you can see that they are promoting that they are going to try and go net zero. You've got the nice little engine bay on the inside of this. The boats are a huge theme. I do like the fact it's got that little egg. Look, was that a little egg? It is, yeah. Little egg or is it a muffin? They're doing something. Oh, they're teasing me with food. That's what they're doing. You've got your compass. You've got something there. I'm just looking at food. Is that a toilet? If they added in, they might have even added in a sleeping quarter. Is that supposed to be a toilet or a chair with a bed? It's obviously on micro scale. So they might have added in some little Easter eggs on the inside of this one as well. Good length. So we all appreciate a bit of good length with regards to just the size of this thing. It's going to take up a lot of space. And that is what the engine looks like on the inside. So you've got like a little micro engine on there. Huge thing that'll be. What else does this have to offer? What's that on the side? There we go. Nice bit of box artwork. So it's over 2 base plates long. That's the scary thing. 23.6 inches in length. Reese says, I'm even more convinced now seeing the egg. Jane's not one of those. No, Jane. No, that for some reason he was in a very, very big grump and couldn't understand why this was a set. But if you've been collecting Lego long enough, you know why this is a set. Because they have a huge contract with them. But is it a sticker or is it a print on the base? Because that looks like it's a sticker to me, which is a shame because they did say for the UCS Star Wars sets that they were all going to be prints moving forward, but they have obviously given you a sticker. So sorry, Reese, you got a big old sticker at the bottom of that one. But yeah, that is on its way on the 1st of March. There is so many sets because if you think you've got all of the Star Wars stuff, we've got the Winnie the Pooh stuff, and then they've got all of this newer stuff that they've added. And then on the 1st of March, we're going to be getting loads of stuff for April. So yeah, there is a lot of them that they are going to be distributing around the world at the moment. So I didn't think until the conversation that we're having about half an hour ago, how many sets are going to be coming out? Because the Brickheads aren't, are they? Oh, this one is. So the other two are later on. This one's coming in on March. So if you're a fan of Monster Inc., Zinc, whatever it is, 294, 295, 296 is the Brickhead number for that one. I still can't see if she's there. So yeah, you can see all of the little bits and pieces that are going on. And don't forget, and this is a random thing, but the X-Files is, because I keep thinking that's Mulder and Scully, is the Lego Ideas sets coming out this year. Now, the upscale Blue Astronaut is a thing that I think people are going to be, this will sell out. It'll be on massive back order, I think, what this is going to be off. Jane says Sully looks off. Yeah, people weren't too impressed with this lot of Brickheads, were they? They said the Turtles was okay. So the Star Wars stuff's coming out later. The Turtles were okay. But yeah, people weren't too happy about those. So I don't know if people will want to jump in or not. But yeah, it's I'm hoping for times 2 points. Do you think the upscale? Yeah, well, yeah, the times 2 points will go across the board, Reese. So if you just hold fire, and if we think double points are going to be coming next month, then yes, it will be on double points. Because obviously, if it's even if it goes on back order, you can still get it on double points anyway. So it's absolutely fine. Because more than likely, what will happen is I will get a large Lego set. Then a week later, it'll go on double points because it always happens to me. Always. Oh, surprise. We've got double points coming for 48 hours only. And I'm like, I just bought a set last week. It only ever happens when I buy stuff. So this is the blue space that everybody is going to be going mental for. Now, we've done plenty of research on this. The first one was the original wooden one from the Lego house. So if you do want to do a deep dive, you're going to need to get the wooden one, the pirate one, and then all the others that are currently available on the Lego website. So I think this takes us up to either 5 or 6, because you've got this one and the Santa, which are both obviously available. You've got the Octan one that's available. You've got the red T-shirt minifigure is from the front of the university at Billund as well. So you would see that, and they have added in that Easter egg for the new I Heart Billund set. Then you got the pirate, which is the exclusive over in Billund, and the wooden one. So they've done quite a few of these. So if you do want to have the full collection of them, yeah, you're going to have to sort of do a bit of deep diving and research, because the wooden minifigure was out for ages, and I don't know if it did very well or not. So I'm not too sure. Right, you can have a look at the back of the box artwork. I think Pumpkin might be at the door, so bear with me. Bear with me. She is, but Give me 2 seconds. All right, there we go. I can see her now. I've just put a light on so I can see her head. She's been very naughty. She keeps running away. All right, a surprise at the price of the term flights to Billerman. Let me know how much it was, Reese. How much did you get that for? How much did you find it for? Because I've not had time to do any research at all since our conversation yesterday. And Jane, are you tagging along with us to this adventure, or are you going to be going to Japan? Still very jealous that you can drive there. Very, very jealous. Right, anybody want a girthy bus? Because you can now get the chunk. They've upscaled it. This, again, this is all they're doing is they're just putting these at the airports. That's what these are for. So normally the yellow boxes around the outside and the Lego Creator stuff, you'll see them in store for a little bit, and then they'll be in the London store. They won't be in your local store, and then they'll be all at the airport and the Legoland parks. So that's why there's so many different types of bits and pieces coming out, because, well, it's just one of those. This is, I think, 2 studs wider than the last one. I think that's all I can tell you with regards to the information on that. I don't think there's any Easter eggs at all. It's got Leicester Square written at the front. They will sell like hotcakes at any single Lego store in any airport. So Stansted, Gatwick, people just snatch them before they jump on the plane for a long haul flight, which it just reminds them of London. So it's a very, very clever strategy to do that kind of thing, because people just end up building them on the plane. That's what they tend to do. So because it's what 5.9 inches long, and it is 3.5 inches tall. So yeah, if you want the new one, that'd be a nice little build on an airplane for everybody. If you want that kind of thing. Lego King says, I've got the City Bus Tour. Yeah, that's the Lego City one. Rumor is a new pirate ship coming, by the way, says Ultra Bricks. Oh, is there now? And James is still not sure of going to Japan or not. Only in Billund is £50 on eBay, but silly, what's that? Which one's £50 on eBay? Lego King, I'm lost. You've lost me. Which one's gone for 50 quid? You have to fill me in with regards to what that is. What Billund one is it? What, the new one? I'm lost now. I'm waiting for information to come from Mr. Lego King. What is that going? What's going on? Right, moving on to the next one. So if you want some of these, a big month for Brickheads. So if you're a fan of Brickheads, you've got a fair few to pick up, because the Fortnite ones are item 297 and 298. And again, if you like building these things up, then obviously you can crack on and live the dream with them. I know a lot of people do collect them, obviously, because there's nearly 300 of them now. But we still haven't seen what the 300th is. I'm sure we haven't had the 300th. They've jumped, haven't they? I'm sure they've jumped from... Well, I know they have, because that's 298. The turtles don't start at 300. Because the what is the Mando numbers? 305. So Mando starts at 305. Is the turtles 301? Or was that 302? 301. So who's 299 and 300? Because I don't care, but I would imagine that would be a big thing for the collectors. They've obviously got something coming, because they just haven't shown it off. Pass. So the yellow motorbike, never clicked on it. It's been on this website since the 1st of January. That's it. It's a Lego Technic, 151 pieces, 7+, and it's a nice little bike. And it's, again, it'll be a perfect gift for anybody that wants to give it for a present. Let me go back up. Hang on. He survived. Sean is back. He hasn't fallen over. Is the pirate still available? It is, yes. So sorry, Jane. I'm trying to catch up with everything. So yeah, you can get the pirate from the Lego house in Billund. So you can get that. It's 799 Danish kroner. So I think £50 for the pirate is probably a good price, to be honest. Because what's it on the... Because it's £54 from here. I would imagine it might be £10 more from over there, but I think that it's selling for nearly double that on eBay, I would imagine. The new McLaren, which got leaked by themselves by mistake, I do believe, is out on the 1st of March. There's not been much promo material about this at all. If you are a fan of the F1 cars, there's now a lot of them to collect, and also they are very, very expensive. This is the MCL 39. So this is I don't know if this is the older one or the newer one. It's got to be the older one, isn't it? Because all the newer ones are having huge problems with the turbo trying to spin up on that. They said they're going to be stuck at the start line after the lights go green. Who thought that was a good, clever idea? So they've had to put an extra light in to try and build up the turbo boost before they go shooting off. But yeah, if you're a fan of F1 or you like these bits and pieces, then they do look impressive. Obviously, if you put something in the wrong hole, it all goes completely wrong. So if it goes in the wrong doodah, you are wrecked because you've got to strip all of these down and then try and rebuild them all. So it's not going to end well if you get it wrong. But at the same time, the end result with the pistons and everything moving for the engine, it works really, really well. And just like all of the F1 cars, they are packed of stickers as well. So the Technic stuff has them, but you can see that's the obviously the actual size of it. And then you've got the smaller one just there as well. So because they have got all the Ferraris going around all the different Legolands in the world now. So they've got life-size Lego-built Ferrari cars going around the race ones. So, yeah. All good fun. So Lego King says, I need the Star Wars brickheads. Same with me, Ultra. I've had the old one thing I might get, but never seem to get like Evening George. Come on. What was the really nice diorama? Like the Lego house, we were looking at the I Heart Billund set, which is also coming out on the 1st of March. So we will be taking a look at that one as well. So don't worry, yeah. We'll be having a look at that, the I Heart Billund. Absolutely. So, yeah, so that's the new one. And obviously the old, it might be a new one, old one, whatever one it'll be. You can check, you can figure out the sponsorship on all of those. You're going to get loads of them, loads and loads and loads. Ultra Bricks have made it very, very clear. Always gets awkward when you put a pin in the wrong hole. Absolutely, because then you've got to try and prise it all apart again. I did it with the Falcon. I put something in the wrong hole on the second step, and it didn't come back to smack me in the face until much later on. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So yeah, it got very awkward very quickly. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because this isn't coming out until June. Why this is on the website now, I have no idea. So we're just going to skip this because this isn't until June. So we got them in March. I thought we were doing all right. So we got March. Then we got June. This is April. Right. So this is why it's getting confusing, because they've got so many stuff for so many sets. 3-in-1 with vehicles is June. Why are they giving us stuff from June? I mean, that it's surely. It's well, because it's pre-order, isn't it? So because we now know that if it's a pre-order, you can get it from somewhere else as well. So what they're doing now is to compete against Argos, Smiths, and all that kind of stuff. You can just pre-order it much, much, much earlier through the Lego website. I understand. Right, the X1 again, still not coming until June. So that is the last 15th anniversary minifigure for that one that's needed. It's a big set, but it's very pricey for a vehicle I do not care about at all. Mando, again, April. So we'll skip the Star Wars stuff because that's not coming till April. We can go back to it at the end. We can circle back around. If anybody wants to look at any of the Star Wars stuff, then we can do. Oh, the Fabuland. I'll have a look, Reese. Do you like the Billund ones as well? Not for me, but I think Snoopy will do well for them. Lego King has but there's. Oh, you're talking of the new series, aren't you? There's seven in your line, plus another 4, I think. Lego Kings. There's quite a few that if you wanted to go all in, let me get that up. So, yeah, because that is in March. So as you guys are talking about the Lego House exclusive, it is... So you're looking for the Fabuland Tribute from 2025, item number 40506, because that's what a lot of people do like the look of. Obviously, massive importance to the actual company, the Lego Group, and it's a huge display inside the Lego house as well. So that's special edition number 6. And then special edition number 7, that is the one that's coming out on the 1st of March, just like all of these are. And it is the I Heart Billund. Can't click on the photo, can I? Which I think will sell very, very, very well, because anybody that walks around Billund at all will see one of these things. You're going to see the Legoland. You're going to see the campus. I am surprised. I don't know if that's supposed to be the side on to the hotel or if it's the bus shelter. I'm not 100% sure what that's supposed to be. And it's bugging me because I can't put 2 and 2 together with the vehicle. I know what that is. I know exactly where that is. I know where that all of that is. I know what the crane's to do with. I get the plane. You've even got the baby minifigure in front of it, because that is what's in front of the actual Lego house. If you keep going down the road, sorry, it's down in front of the campus. If you keep going down the road, there the actual hotel is there. So I don't know. This is the walkway bridge that you walk underneath. That's the mini golf up at the top. So that's what they put in all of that stuff. So there's a lot of a lot on that set. So I think that'll sell very well. I think people will be booking flights to go over. And of course, if you want to go at Easter if you go before the summer holidays, obviously it will be much more cost effective. Now the Model 4T, is that coming? It is. Here we go. Model 4T is coming on the 1st of March. So if you're a fan of your cars and you want something nice to build, this will be one for you. There we go. So Reese says the return flights on BA were only £60, and then the next day return. See, that's a great price. Yeah, if you can do that, then that'll be good. Ultrabrick says, actually quite looking forward to the Mandalorian movie. It would be good to get the new Star Wars movie. That's good. Yes. So, there's Pumpkin. Right. Bear with me. You can have a look at his Model 4T. Come here, Fluff. Come on. Get in here. Come on. What are you doing, you sausage? It's cold out there. And everybody's worried about you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look. We've got her. She's here. She's safe. It's all right. Hey? Little fluff bag. Go and get some food. Come on. Come on. There you go. You don't get that anywhere else, see ya. Put in Pumpkin first. Come on, Fluff. Where are you going? Right, so that's your Model 4T. So that's item number 11376. And if you're a fan of they're nice things to put together. So when it was the creator range before it went to the Lego Ideas, the brick built stuff, obviously there's no Technic involved as such. It's not like it's heavily Technic anyway, because I'm looking at the gearing, and there is a little bit just in there. There will be something that moves. Maybe the pistons might move on the engine. But yeah, you can see, like they did the Lego Creator Mini, they did the VW camper van, they did a lot of the other sets, didn't they? And they were really nice looking things. So there's the engine and all the other little bits and pieces that are going on with it. So yeah, there's some nice sets that are going to be coming out shortly. So yeah, it just depends on if you are a fan of these. Pumpkin, what's this? She's now stealing my drink as well, by the way. So yes, Reese, I've done the hang on, bear with me. Come on. Yeah, so I've done the Bugatti. I've done the big Bugatti, so that was okay. It's just there's just a lot of cogs and stuff with it. That's all. So if you like to see the moving pieces, the end result's good, but you just got to have a lot of patience to put together. Whereas this, you got all the really nice detailing on the inside of the steering wheel. You got the pedals and all that kind of stuff. And this is just probably easy to display because it's just not as big. Because it's just over a base plate in length, whereas the Formula One cars and things are huge. But a lot of people now are starting to wall mount them, which is a nice thing. So yeah, it's just one of those of I really like the cars, but if I would have to display them if I had like a Billy bookcase, a bit like what we were looking at with Sean the other day. But I haven't got the ceiling height. I haven't got anywhere to put them, so it is what it is with that. So it's just one of those things. So they're nice sets though. They are nice sets. They're a good build. Always go up in value as well. Like if you look at the mini, what are we looking at? So let's have a look. Lego Mini. The Lego Mini Cooper. So that would have been, so this thing coming. This thing. Just the detail that's in the 16 plus set. It's in the old Lego Creator banner, not the Lego. I much prefer, I don't know. The Lego Creator was quite a nice name. It had the Expert range up at the top. And the artwork always seemed to be really nice on these kind of things, loads and loads of detail. When this came out, it probably would have been like six. Well, in fact, we can find out, can't we? We can use a website. What's the number? 10242. 10242. So this came out, look, at $79.99, and I've just seen it flash up on Amazon for £299 for that. So it's terrifying. It's terrifying how much they do go up in money. So yeah, it is scary. Right. Pumpkin, your water. Pumpkin. She'll come and get that. Right. So what's next? The otter. Anybody going to get the floating sea otter? Because, of course, don't forget on the 1st of March, we are supposed to be getting, well, a form of giveaway, but it depends on how long they last for. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. But yeah, the floating otter, obviously it's under the Lego Ideas banner. So this set feels, this set's very cool. I've nearly crumbled a couple of times. Only feels right, to be honest. What, for the mini, which one? Hang on. Which one? What, so your passport runs out in 3 days, Lego King. 3 days for your passport. That'll take months for it to come back, I would imagine. This set's very cool. Need crumble a couple of times, and it feels right. It's a floater, says Sean. It is a floater. It is indeed. There it is. Let's be honest. That's what most of you look like in the bath. Just playing with your rubber ducky. I'm sure that's what it's all about. There's nothing, let's not lie about it. That's probably what it's all to do with. I think this will sell very well. There seems to be quite a few people that are after this kind of thing. Again, 11.5 inches in length. So it's a base plate and a few studs. And then it's 3 inches tall for its noggin. I wouldn't know where to put this. I literally don't know. I don't know where is it supposed to go? Is it supposed to go in your bathroom? I understand people really like it, but I can't fathom without having any sort of actual display set space. I would really struggle where to put that. That's a nice photo though. It's cute, but no, I couldn't be able to make. Actually, I can't make it work in a theme park setting. But that is what it is based on. So oh, is it 2 of them there? Is there another one sleeping on its chest? Oh, there is. No, I've never. What? Hang on. I'm freaking out now. Is it eating its face? What's going on? What the hell is it doing? Is it? All right, so that photo, there's 2 of them. So it's got another one sleeping on it. Okay, that looks very nice. But where the hell did that appear from? Is that the only photo it shows? Oh, no, it is there. I just didn't spot it. You didn't tell me that. It had 2 things on there. Oh, clearly it's on picture 12, and I just wasn't paying any attention. I must have just clicked it twice. I must have just gone bob off. Oh, there we go then. So you got a choice, and it is on the box as well, and on every single photo. I was only paying attention to I was only paying attention to this photo, not actually the other one. There we go. So I'm sure somebody's going to get that, and you can pick and choose what it is that you want to do. Right, moving off from the otter, moving on to the next thing. Reese is not a fan, but Sean is a fan of a floater. There we go. It could. I don't think it's supposed to go in the bathtub. I don't think it is. It's not going to be one of those that goes in. You could try it. You can get it. You can add it to your backlog, and you can just crack on and see what's what. Right, because they all came out at the same time. So don't forget the movie is coming out soon. I'm assuming, because if that's coming on the 1st of March, then with the delays of, I say the delays, how they've dated everything of all the other stuff. This is the Hail Mary from the new, because the trailer's out for this film already, isn't it? So there's a few sets available for this. Sorry, there's only one set available for this, but I think there's a few trailers out for this film. So it's 8.5 by 12. There was a couple of people that were thinking of this. I can't remember who they were. Ultra, was this on your list? Somebody was really looking forward to the Hail Mary set coming out, and I can't remember since then who it was. She's looking at me like she's ashamed because she knew that she should have come in earlier. I was literally chasing her around the garden. Come on. Come on. You know you're never going to get in trouble. It was like a Laurel and Hardy, me just chasing a cat in the dark. She just ran down. I was like, oh, God, please come back. Please come back. Right. Yes, because this is you, young lady. We're now looking at you. Slightly different eye colour, though, haven't you? But you've even got the white on your chest. Do you want to come here and model? I think this is a must for me, probably. There we go. Ultra Bricks is in for Hail Mary. Roaming Bricks, welcome back. Hello again, Willy Wonka. It's all in for the Wonka. Reese is catching a Pokemon while on the loo, I do believe. Is that what Reese is? I'm confused. I'm trying to work out the emoji codes. So I think Reese is potentially. I think you missed out on it, Sean. The lasagna conversation. It's a thing of legendary now on a YouTube live. I think Reese we might have a reenactment of Sean's Indian takeaway. I think I might get these cats. I think that it might have to happen at some point, but I just can't justify that money at the moment. So, but then I don't know if I would like to see them. I think it would freak the cats out too much. That's actually what's put me off. So I probably won't end up getting these. Actually, I can see there being problems. Yeah, I can see there being problems with that, but it does look nice. You know that they can just do a recolor if they want to. It would have been nice if the tail was on the other side. Well, there was a slight difference, but it is just a recolor. Winnie the Pooh. Now, there's a couple of Winnie the Pooh fans in. Again, this is the 1st of March. You got Pooh and Piglet that are coming out at the same time. Don't forget, Pooh has the new exclusive minifigure included, which is this thing just here with Eeyore as well. So that's a nice looking set if anybody does want the Winnie the Pooh. No Ultra Bricks, no figs with those. I know you're a fig man, but here we go. So your minifigures are here for Winnie the Pooh if you want them. That's a brown cat. There was no. Well, I think it was a ginger. I think it's a ginger cat roaming. I would say ginger rather than brown. Are you sure there was no meaning to that? I'm a bit confused. I think Reese might have been catching something. But are you a fan of Winnie the Pooh? Do people like Winnie the Pooh, or are we a bit unsure of the face on this one? Because there's some bits and pieces on here that I think people might like. Because you've got the whole crew on the front, haven't you? I don't know if that's a different Eeyore with a stitch. I don't know if that's a different purple or not. But yeah, I've got the old Winnie the Pooh. I've got the Winnie the Pooh set as well, where it splits open at the back, and that's a nice looking set. But it's going to be available again. I can see them selling well. There might be, because sometimes they do like Disney giveaways only, don't they? Where you got to spend over a certain amount of money on Disney product because nobody buys the stuff. Because people buy, everybody that buys it day one gets it day one, and then after that, it just doesn't tend to do well. So it does seem to be the stuff that's under the Disney banner. If you wait, sometimes they will do a Disney only giveaway purchase when you spend a certain amount of money on Disney product only. And it does, sometimes it includes or sometimes it excludes Star Wars. Very, very, very weird why they do that kind of thing, but they do. But of course, you've got Winnie the Pooh. Piglet should be somewhere. So we've had a look at the bouquets, or I say we've had a look at them tonight, but the bouquets, they are coming. Yeah, so they're 1st of March. The sunflowers are there for the 1st of March. Again, they look nice in a vase. Expensive though for $54.99 because I think there's obviously more pieces to them and there's more of them. But what have we got? Yeah, so there's some nice sets because you've also got Piglet, haven't you? Piglet will go with Winnie the Pooh. So where's Piglet? There it is. There's Piglet, and you get a different figure with that as well. So you get the Piglet's birthday cake, which opens up a bit like the Winnie the Pooh thing. So you've got the cake on the inside to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. But I know some people like them. I know other people don't like how flat their face is on. I've literally just missed my mouth as well. Do you see that? I've literally, I've just spilt it all down me. I've wet myself. That's what I've done. I have literally just wet myself. Look at the state of this. All down here, and it's all across my crotch. I can't believe I was still talking while trying to drink. That has not gone well, but this is what an absolute pleb. What a, oh, God damn. Oh, it's cold. It's cold enough as it is. I can feel it shrinking. Oh, no. Right, what I am looking for is, how do they scale? This is what I'm looking for. There it is. There it is. So we've got the honey and the birthday cake, Pooh and Piglet side by side, and you've got the bees on the honey pot. And of course, the little minifigures go inside of those as well, don't they? So it's not too bad. User error. I know. User error. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, God. Bad that is. Oh, damn. It literally straight down there. I'll get over it. So luckily, it's only water and not juice. But that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot more sticky. Because if that was like the J2O, for example, that would have just been, I'd have been peeling myself off the carpet. But luckily, I'm just now sat in a puddle of my own mess, which is splendid. You got a lot of George Duplo is on the 1st. So you've got the train ride with Grandad Pig. Is it Grandad? Grandpa? Again, with the Duplo stuff. I mean, it's a 2+. It's 35 pieces. It's £40. It's over £1 a piece. Now, forget the minifigures. Forget the actual jaw, because I know you're paying for a license. Don't get me wrong. But if you think like it's anywhere from 7p to 11p a brick, Duplo for this set is over £1 a piece. That is outrageously expensive. But people buy it because it'll go into a sale, obviously, as they always do. But you are paying for a huge license with Duplo. Huge. But I would have thought it'd have been cheaper than that because they've got Peppa Pig lands opening up everywhere. So I thought they would have had a better deal with Peppa Pig, but it just because when we click on a normal Duplo set, you'll see actually how cheap the Duplo is. So they must be paying through the nose for that because, yeah, that one just seems to be really expensive. Really expensive. But there we go. I don't have to worry. Pumpkin's not going to get it, so it doesn't matter. You coming over here? What's wrong with you? Come on. Right, so the Star Wars for the Smart Brick. That is for the 1st of March. Right, so Schumacher is $79.99. That's on its way. If anybody's got the other two, I think all three of these look great side by side. It's just a bit expensive now to start a different collection, trying to get all three. Because you had Damon Hill, Senna, and now Schumacher, haven't you? So yeah, I think as a if you've got them just for the minifigures and the quotes and all that kind of thing, it will be great if you're into F1. If you haven't got them, you can get them though still. I think they're all still available. But it's either Damon Hill or Senna that is retiring soon, I think. So now's your opportunity. If you wanted to have all of them on display and have them all together on the stands, then you are living the dream. Right, so the Smart Brick, it arrives on the 1st of March. Are people going to be queuing out the door on the 1st of March for this? Reese says, think the Senna is on offer at the minute as well. Well, that's all right then. So you can't. Where is that? Where is the Senna on that one? Are you coming up? What are you doing? Come here. Hey, come on. Come on. Don't stand there. It's all wet. Come on. There we go. Come and say hello. That's it. You're in. You're in now. Mansell is in it as well. Good. Yeah, because you can pick them up now, then you'll be fine. But if you miss it, then it's going to be quite expensive. Is that what you're after? You're being weird. What are you doing? Have some water. So let's go over these quickly because you've got the Smart Play compatible, where obviously they don't come with the bricks and the chargers and all that kind of stuff. I still don't know if you're going to be able to get a brick separate because, of course, it just says Smart Brick not included, but you do get the tags and you do get the minifigures. So I'm assuming that the actual Smart Brick itself is where the money is. Otherwise, they might have to add on like another tenner and it'll be then £99 instead of £89. Again, with the ATST, that is compatible and that is also compatible and that is also compatible. So you are needing the bricks for all four of these because the others don't say compatible, they say something else. So let's just go to the others. What do they actually say? Let's stay with those. All in one. That's the difference. So you've got the all in one. So I think their theory is if you get it will go with the Falcon. Hence why you have the one brick and you're supposed to change it over between the two. Or you get the X-Wing and then you're going to have the Falcon to go with it. So they've just given you the Smart Brick in two of the ships. And then you've got one of the play sets. I'm assuming they're thinking that's what it is. There's the only logic behind it. I mean, there's never logic with it. But yes, so you can see the difference with the Smart Play all-in-one. It includes the tiles, the charger, the brick, the plugs, the full works. The only time that you're going to get stung is if you wanted the Falcon and nothing else, because you will be paying for the extra smart pieces and not actually be able to make any sounds with it. Or you're like me that doesn't want the technology for my bits and pieces, so I wouldn't be getting any of it anyway. You can just get the other Falcons, can't you? You've got the amazing display Falcon, which is what, £79 if you wanted it for 1,000+ pieces or whatever it is. So you could just get that instead. But yeah, it is what it is. And don't forget, Lord of the Length is returning on the 1st of March. So if you want to have, I don't know, like a hoop toss game catcher or whatever it is you could think about, then you can go from that. Ultra had an update on delivery. It's due to land tomorrow. Oh, so Sean and Ultra are having a battle off. So you can't go wrong with that. Right. So yeah, if you're a fan of Lord of the Ring, this has got to be for you, isn't it? This has to be for you because you get a slightly different minifigure. So I've been told it's not the same one that comes with the eyeball. Yes. Come here then. Come on. But yeah, that's a slightly different minifigure it comes with. I don't without putting two and two together, I can't play spot the difference. Oh, go on. Go on. So yeah, there's a lot to pick from in March, because is anybody getting anything in March that we've seen so far? Is anybody actually thinking of getting any of the Pokemon sets? Because obviously there's a lot of different things. We've got the World Cup stuff coming out. We've got the Lord of the Rings helmet. We've got all of because Star Wars is a really big thing for the start of March. So I can see a lot of people, because I've seen videos of people seeing the Smart Play already in store. They got them in store straight away. And a lot of people have thought, well, this could actually be a different Death Star, with regards to how they've done this. Like, oh, with the shape, they could do it with this. I just thought they should have done it with the globe. But I think maybe what people are thinking is because the top opens up, it could be a diorama on the inside, maybe. But it does look very, very, very heavy Technic based. So I wouldn't really want that as a... I don't know if that would be... I don't know. I don't know what that would be like to build. But then some of them are very... some of them are very Technic heavy. So Sean's not going to be the very best, like no one ever was. Which one do I like for what, Mr. Lego King? So what's we're talking about? And I've just seen that Reese has said absolute filth, but I've missed that. So I'm lost. So Lego King. Oh, you're talking about the style. I've got no interest in the Brickheads, Lego King. So the Brickheads are a pass from me. But the yeah, they're not coming out for a little while. They're not coming out on the 1st. It's only the Monster Inc. ones that are coming out on the 1st. And the other Star Wars stuff is a simple pass. With this one, this is obviously Reese is all in for the new Audi race car for the Speed Champion stuff, item number 77259. So again, if you're a fan of F1 and you want some of the cars, then these are going to be for you. There is a lot of new stuff hitting the shelves on the 1st of March. A lot of new stuff hitting the shelves. But again, this is why I've got to go through it as I am, because you've got stuff in the middle that you can just buy now. You can buy that now. You can buy the puppy. Is it? Oh, it might be your time to shine for Zelda, then, boys and girls. If this new giveaway that's coming out on the 1st of March is good, will anybody crumble and get this day one? Oh, the price of that Jupiter set, it's outrageous, yeah. Outrageous. Absolute filth. It's horrible. Over £1 a piece. What a licensing fee. Oh, Roaming Bricks likes the FIFA football. Are you gonna will you think you'll get it, Roaming? Let me have a better look at it for you then. Because yeah, I always say scream and shout at me if you like this, if you like the looks of this stuff, and we'll take a look. So they've changed it. I said this every time. It originally said soccer ball, and I was not happy it said soccer ball because there's no S in FIFA. So obviously Football Association. But yeah, it's under the new editions range. So I wonder what else is still to come. Now, obviously, the ball itself is based on there or thereabouts the pattern of ball that they're going to use for the actual World Cup in a few months, and that is the inside of it. So that's obviously the ceremony of the team that has won, and Yeah, so they might be giving us a clue that it's a team all in blue with a pink goalkeeper. So it was the Blues versus the purple keeper. Are they going to be like the Simpsons? Have they called it correct? But because it is a like for like scale, I do believe, of the size 5 football, which would look quite nice on the shelf, which obviously it's got to go in a stand because it is perfectly circular. So if you had the Lego version next to the actual set, that would be great. But the only thing I don't like about this is they put a sticker where it says size 5. I would have liked that to have just been a print. That could have been a sticker, fine. But I think that bit where it says size 5, because you have to add it because they all have a size 5 thing. And normally you got the valve where you blow the ball up by the sticker. So that's always going to be on show because that's the front. So it's not like you can kind of you can't hide it. So you've got all these prints, look, of the ball are all dotted around. And it's just a shame because that's literally how it's going to have to go on. So you've got all of the prints, and if you get that sticker wrong, Roaming Bricks, it's going to look awful. So pressure is on Roaming Bricks live, putting on the sticker to an inch of his life to make sure that that is perfect. Because if that goes on the wonk, I think that would really, I don't really care about stickers at all, but that would really bug the pants off me because I know that I would get that wrong and I would see it all the time. But it's nice. Obviously it's a great looking size. You can see all the different bits and pieces that are going on with it. Yeah, there we go. And then you can see with it stripped just how much technique's involved on the inside of it. So yeah, there's a lot going on with that, and you can see you've got the nice little Lego stud bit just there. What have they done with that? Why have they put tape over the stopwatch? Got a pair of They've got a pair of molded football boots. See if we can catch them out, but I don't think we can. So there you go, Roman Bricks. That's going to be coming to your collection soon. Then I'm assuming. Go and wait. Might as well. Are you going to wait for it to go on a sale though, or are you going to get it day one with a massive? Because you don't get the giveaways, Roman, do you? You can't get hold of them. Oh, I'm back from a 30-minute break watching the Clone Wars. What episode? Jane's been treating herself this evening, had an incredible meal. Now watching the Clone Wars. Now the Pokemon. Oh, that's it then. So these are March. So these are the sets that are coming out. So these are the pricey ones. These are the all-in-one. They give you. These are the meat and two veg of the Star Wars stuff. Because it gives you the multiple bricks, multiple minifigures, multiple everything. So this gives you all of this. This is where the money is. Forget the pieces. What you're looking at now is the expensive part of the set. Nice. Okay, yeah, I really enjoyed the Clone Wars stuff. I tried to binge watch it as much as I possibly could. But yeah, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for all of that. So forget those three. But these are the expensive things, and they're the expensive things, and that's the expensive thing. So that's where the money is. I wonder what and if they're going to go into a back order. Will they, or will they just be avoided like the plague? Because it's like Marmite, these things for people. People love them, people can't stand them, they don't understand it, or they love it because it makes noises. We'll soon find out. It's going to be a big day for the Lego group, because if this, it's either going to make them millions and gazillions, or it's just going to fall flat on its face. because everything else that they've done with technology has never gone well. Anything app related, anything from the video stuff, anything from the hidden side stuff. This is a completely different kettle of fish, though. This is something completely different. But again, that's where the money is. You've got the charger, you've got the brick, you've got all the other little bits and pieces. So there's a lot of potential, but it's also very expensive. And don't forget, it's aimed for kids. This is obviously aimed for smaller people. But then it's the bigger people that's paying for it. That's the thing. But the big sets, these three are the expensive stuff because you're getting everything in it. But £79 for the X-Wing and a handful of other little bits and pieces. So that's the money's in the technology. That's where it all is. And then yeah, you got the Darth Vader. I need to Dareth then, which is the Ninjago character. And yeah, and that's the other one. So yeah, these three sets are the big ones, and the sets that we saw earlier on are just the compatible ones. But it does look like, unless they come out and give us a smart brick in the actual Picker brick, which I think they will, because you can get the light brick, can't you? Because you can get new light bricks. So I'm assuming you're going to be able to get this, but it's limited to where. I don't know how, but yeah, because it's limited to where they are around the world. So I'm assuming we got different parts numbers to the others, because obviously our websites did, the UK websites, obviously the UK website, so they would update it all individually. But yeah, all the fancy bits and pieces that you're seeing is obviously all the extra stuff that they do. So are we going to be having the conversation? Because it's Sunday, don't forget. These go live on a Sunday at a weekend, so people can easily get to the store if they want to. Are these going to be flying off the shelf, or will they be in a sale at John Lewis on day one? How are they going to price them at John Lewis, Argos, Smiths? Because they're everywhere. These things are everywhere. And then we've covered everything that's coming on the 1st of March. All right, the last three things before we start to wrap it up. These are coming on the 27th of February. You have got the giveaway that is due to come with this. I will type in the giveaway on the, what is it? Level GWP. Badge collection is what it is, isn't it? That's what I'm after. So this set you're looking at is. So is this going to be one of the most expensive giveaways in history? Bearing in mind there's nothing exclusive to this set apart from the stickers. So is it going to be biblically expensive? Old Frick says, I think it's a failure for Star Wars City. Maybe it's successful. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I see where you're going with that. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. The problem is with the Star Wars stuff is that it's already expensive with a high IP, but people do buy it. So I can see why they've done it on that first. Sean says, easy pass for me. The minifigure's cool. It looks cool, but it's way too expensive for my... Yeah, so that's all the new technology, Jane, in that one. Well, this is the thing. So the big boy Pokemon Rich is speaking about, this is the exclusive giveaway you would get with it. So from a thing of, will this work in the display? Am I fussed by this at all? Because it's just under half a base plate deep, less than a base plate in width. And it's just the stickers you've got to put on. So you've got Brock's Gym, first obviously with the rock, and then you've got the water, then you've got the lightning, and then you've got all of the others that you get as well. So, but like I said, I'm going through series 1. I've been binge watching it. I'm already up to the first 4 badges. So it's the other 4 before he gets into the Indigo League, isn't it? So I'm re-watching all of it. There's so many. You think I do innuendos? Good grief, there's a few innuendos on that. But it all depends on if I want this set. Because if I don't want this set, wouldn't it just make more sense doing double points? Because I mean, you're going to get money back from this, but would you get more money back from double points? Or is this going to be the most, I still don't know if this is going to be the most expensive giveaway ever. Soul Badge is the other one. So I was trying to think. Yeah. So Boulder, Cascade is the water. Thunder is obviously when he goes into Thunder Gym. The Rainbow Badge, Soul, Marsh, Volcano, and Earth. I don't know. But that is. So this is for Pokemon Day, midnight, Thursday. So if you want it, you might be able to wake up Friday morning. You might be able to wake up Friday morning and be like, yeah, I can still get it. I still don't know if you can get it from the store. I don't know whether is it worth going to the store. You might be able to backtrack them, Jane, but they're very expensive. There's only because what ones are you after? Because they did the dragon and they did a couple of the brickheads, didn't they? They did a giveaway brickhead with Rivendell, but I don't think it was exclusive to the set. But yeah, there's the Magic 3. So Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. But yeah, I do like Bulbasaur as in the original series. Obviously, I like the other two teeny tiny ones as well. But yeah, Bulbasaur was obviously the proper abandoned one that tried to protect everybody, wasn't he? So nothing like being abandoned, eh? Oh, the eyeball. You want the dragon? The Shire. You can buy that now, Jane. Where did we see the Shire? Who had the Shire giveaway? What website was it? What was that giveaway? What was it called? Where did they have that? It was available off the shelf. Because the giveaway was about for ages for that. Who had... Smeagol and Deagle, wasn't it? Where did we find that for sale? It was only the other week. It was at somewhere really weird. I don't know why they had it. Oh, there. No, there it is. There it is. Have they still got it? They have. I don't know what this is all about. In the UK, you can buy the giveaway for $69.99. I do not understand why all these places are now getting these giveaways, because surely the Lego Group could just sell this in store. So I don't know why they're getting them. So I was about to say the same thing, Ultra. I nearly crumbled earlier. Hang on. Debenhams is selling the recent Lord of the Rings giveaway, strangely. It's Debenhams as well. So they're all under the same banner. What a weird thing. What a weird thing to be selling. I don't understand why. How much is this going for? It'll be on Bricklink, won't it? Place your bets. How much is this giveaway going for? What's the matter, Pumpkin? Come on. What set number is this? Item number 40892 is what it is. 40892. Doesn't exist on Bricklink at the moment. So there's nobody selling them. Nobody's selling them yet. They're on eBay and stuff, obviously, but this set to get that. And it's a beast. 2 base plates wide, 2 base plates tall. Chunky monkey. Chunky monkey. Big thing. But as we know, they've done Charizard dirty, but the others look great separately from the stand. Charizard looks great by itself, but on the stand, it just looks like it's a load of rods sticking out because obviously they attach to each other, don't they? So it's a shame that by the looks of it, you can't take those rods out. And they did what they did with the Ninjago, and they had a cover piece, which could be done, but I don't think you can do it with the Technic element sticking out because they're not removable. So yeah, but that's the 3 that you're getting. So is anybody getting this? Anybody getting this one? And then you've got the other 2, which is obviously Pikachu and Eevee, and they both come out on the 27th, which is obviously this Friday. So decisions have to be made before the end of the week, and it's already Tuesday tomorrow, of what's about. There's a tractor. Why aren't you going back? What's the other 2? Where's the other 2? There. So you've got the Pikachu and Eevee. That is the other 2 that are coming out on the same time. Right. Sean says, are my comments showing up? Well, I've only seen that one. I said the one saying how much you get back from double points, and that's it. That's all I've got. I answered that. I said, I don't know. So is anybody else seeing Sean's comment? So Jane says not getting it. Nobody Pokemon sets at all. Because the only thing with Pikachu is, is people just seem to be slating it. And I don't know. I guess it's because you're paying all that extra for a stand. And the head's stuck up in that position, isn't it? You can't put the head down. So there's not much you can do with it. And it has a rod that goes straight up its ass to be able to fit on the thing, because it looks like you place it on top of the rod, but you don't. It goes straight up its bottom for it to slide and glide all the way down. So that's another thing that they've done. They've done Pikachu dirty. But who knows? Who knows? That might be one that goes into, because this isn't exclusive. The pre-orders aren't exclusive. So this was going to Smith's. It'll go to John Lewis. It'll go to other places like that. And I think there'll be a sale on this. And if it goes into a big sale, I then might pick it up. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But guys, that's it. Done. So I'm now going to get some food, because you lot have all stuffed your face and had a lovely time. I have had absolutely 0 gains this evening. I have made 0 gains for food. So I need to chomp and chew on some little bits and pieces. If you've already liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. We will end the poll now. Obviously, it's very spontaneous live. Like, it was literally 10 minutes notification before we went on. So if you could change one thing about Lego sets, what would it be? 55% of you want a new theme. 27% of you want a new box artwork. 9% want more elements. And 9% want a history of the booklet. Right. I'll let you guys go say goodbye to each other. And I will catch up with you all, more than likely. It will probably be tomorrow. So take care all. Because what I will do probably tomorrow is do a history of the Pokemon sets, because I want to see, if I crumble and got the big one, is there anything that's worth backtracking from Mattel? So that might be this time tomorrow, and I'll be building tomorrow as well. So we'll wait and see what happens. Right, guys, take care, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.